You are watching Dawn. Welcome back. It's time to talk about our muscles. You know, Chef John Carl Lockman from Nord, you're famous for your muscles.
These muscles, yeah.
It's so good to have you here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You can tease me.
But what's this dish? What do you call this dish?
These are Amsterdam style mussels. So real classic old Dutch cooking. I've done these. I have a couple restaurants elsewhere in Chicago. This is the only thing I've had on all three of the menus that we've done. So I really like this dish. So I love to teach people. I think people don't cook shellfish at home because they think it's hard to do. It's actually very, very easy to do. It's kind of the quickest, easiest meal to do. So I like to kind of show that off a little bit.
And it's great for this time of year because this is actually that Mediterranean diet that's lower in fat and not a lot of carbs and all that. That's our story, and we're sticking with it, right?
This is the North Sea version, so it's not low in fat. Well, it can be. You can use less butter if you want to, but it doesn't taste quite as good.
All right.
All right, cool.
So what kind of mussels are we using?
These are from Prince Edward Island. They're the easiest one to get. They're a nice size right now, and you just want to get them fresh, and they're really nice. They're very nice.
So let's get started.
Okay, so a couple things to learn about shellfish. It's super, super easy to cook, but you do want to be sure of a few things. Number one, it's very fresh, so you want it to smell like the ocean, which is really important. Number two, don't undercook it or overcook it, and you're done. You can impress your friends. So we're going to start with butter because it's Northern European.
Butter.
It's Dutch food.
Gotta have the butter.
There's always butter. We don't use oil, but we use butter. Smash a little bit of garlic.
Oh, I like your smashing technique. You use the heel of your hand.
Smell. All right, smash three of those.
No vampires bothering you, Chef.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. All right, so we'll pour these in. You also want to be sure that you get all the beards off. Sometimes mussels have a little bit of things. That's how they hang on to what they're living on when they're underneath the sea. So and that none of them are open. So these are all nice and clean. They're all alive still.
And what about open, not open?
Open, if they're open when you cook them, you kind of want to do that. He'll close.
Okay.
And he closes,
so
we can use him. If he doesn't close, you don't want to cook them.
Okay.
Because it's not good. All right. So we got mussels. We're gonna do a little salt and pepper.
Okay.
Little pepper. And then this is our secret mix. Makes it taste like Holland. It's a little bit of anise, star anise, with some basil and some fennel seed. That's good.
Now with the star, do you eat that?
You can. So every once in a while, like one of the guests at the restaurant will be chewing on it and be like, "What is this?" And so no, you don't want to eat star anise. You can suck it for a fresh breath.
Oh.
So there you go. So give it a saute. You want to do a little shake on that.
All shake it on, baby, now.
We're gonna add beer. We use PBR because I like PBR.
Get some Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yes, indeed. It's good.
It's like my Uncle Don, right? It's like takes me back. All right.
It's good
Get the
beer.
Pabst.
Yeah. All right. Then this is at Nord we always cook with a fresh vegetable broth. So it's onion, celery, carrots, and we kind of cook that real slow to kind of bring out the flavor. If you want to pour some of that in there.
Now, if somebody wanted to use like a light beer or a craft beer, they could use any beer?
Yeah, traditionally, Belgians cook with like really nice ales. This does, like if you keep it lighter, like a PBR or even something lighter, if you get too light, you can't taste the beer anymore. So I wouldn't go a whole lot lighter than this, but it gives you, what it is like an acid the way you would with, in Italian cooking, you do it with white wine or, so yeah. So there we are, good. I'm gonna turn it up some more.
Crank that up. So just, you want me to keep going with the veggies?
I think that's good. I think we're good.
I love your story because what we know about Philadelphia in this region is that people always come back.
Yes. Yeah.
And for you,
yes.
You're from here, born and raised, but you went away. You were in Chicago. You were in Europe, right?
Yeah. I lived in the UK and in Spain. Yeah.
And so now this is coming home for you.
Yeah, it's been coming home. It's been a great. I happened to fall in with some nice people down on Passyunk Avenue, the East Passyunk Revitalization Corp, and. Never thought I'd live below Washington Avenue, but I live above the restaurant, and it's great to be back in Philadelphia. Philadelphia's so proud of itself now.
Yeah.
It feels like it's pulled itself up by its own bootstraps. It's a really great place to live, and it's a great place to be a part of the chef community here, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll be at the Flavors this weekend.
I will. We're going to be making that.
Okay. And are we going to talk about that right now?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right.
You tell me.
After the break, let's take a quick break.
Okay.
And we'll taste the mussels, and then we'll show you We'll show you a little bit about Chef's bitter balls when we come right back. And welcome back to the Dawn Show. We are cooking it up in the kitchen with Chef Jean Carl from Nord, and we've got Corey Aversa, who's back for the good part, for the tasting part, right?
Wouldn't miss it.
So, and this is all leading up, obviously, to the event that is this weekend. It's a huge event on the Avenue. So take me again, it's noon to 4 this weekend?
Noon to 4 this weekend on
Okay.
East Passyunk Avenue under the big tent.
Under the big tent.
Over 20 different chefs all along East Passyunk. And then we have the Crafty Balboa Craft Show, which also gets thousands of people, dozens of great handmade vendors from the region. So a little of everything this weekend.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, I mean, it's great because you can go to the craft show and have fun with that too, but then you've got the good food and good drink too. So it's the best of all worlds. And all the meteorologists in town say it's going to be fabulous weather.
Yeah. That's
I
good.
can say that
All right,
because
good.
they're always, whether they're wrong or not, nobody remembers, I
Right.
guess. So that's our story and we're sticking with it. But you have a tent, so if it's a little drizzly, you know, whatever. So
All right.
let's taste,
Okay,
huh?
let's see.
So you covered it up. So normally you would cover up the
Yes.
mussels.
And they are
How long would
steaming.
you? So how long would you steam those?
They steam, you know, that depends. If they open, once they're open, sometimes it takes a few minutes. They're not always cooperative, so especially when you're cooking them on television. So, but these are starting to open up. But we have some other things we can taste too if you want.
So if they're opened up, that's how you know.
If you're open, when they open, they're ready to eat. Yeah, it's very, very simple. Like it takes literally, if you want to make it at home, 5 minutes. You know, once you
okay.
clean them, you get nice clean mussels. This is something you can do, and I think it kind of impresses people when you do this at your house.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so again, you want to plate them up?
Oh yeah,
Are
want me
these
to?
done?
Oh, you got it. I can bring this in too.
And so again, it was just what kind of mussels again?
These are Prince Edward Island.
Okay.
You know, but you don't need to go with that. There's a whole lot of line. I like Prince Edward Islands. They're
Okay.
nice, simple, clean mussels from close. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just chopped up veggies. You had
Vegetable
your
broth, butter, garlic, and the Amsterdam's kind of spices. It's star anise with basil and fennel seed.
Okay.
And beer.
And then
the broth.
The Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Pabst, yeah.
Or any lighter beer.
Yes.
All right, let's
All
plate
right,
it up.
let's do
Should we check it out?
You got it. We'll eat the big guys coming in.
And I know, like in your sample one here, so you have a nice kind of a homemade bread that you normally
Yeah.
serve it with.
That's a shellfish water, Zoe, which we do a lot of shellfish at Nord because it's kind of, you know, Dutch cooking is full of shellfish dishes. So it's mussel, shrimp, and prawn, or rather prawns and clams, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
And
We're beeping here.
cook with a little cream and fresh herbs. But yeah, that's good. You should try that
Okay.
too. I like that dish. All right, there we go.
And so dining days,
We at Nord,
Yeah.
we are open. We decided to close 2 days. A lot of the little restaurants down in the Avenue are. So we're closed Monday and Tuesday. We're open for dinner Wednesday through Sunday, and we're starting brunch on Mother's Day on from 11 to 2.
nice.
So come to brunch.
Come to brunch. And
Yes,
do people
please.
make a reservation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's always a good idea.
Yes. All right.
Do we have one spoon?
We do. Here.
It's like Holy Communion.
There you go. You're doing it.
It's a
You wanna
South
try
Philly.
it?
It's a South Philly food
Yeah,
festival.
South
That's
Philly.
right.
One
that's
spoon's
right.
all we need.
All right.
But these are best eaten by hand.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Good.
All right.
So it's finger food.
If you want it to
Kind of
be.
do this.
Uh-huh.
Ready?
And taste the beer. You know what I mean? It's just like
Good.
a little bit. It's under there. Yep.
Well, sometimes mussels can be tough, but these are so tender.
Yeah. So you know that's the thing with you don't want to
Absolutely
overcook
delicious.
them. That's all. As soon as they open, turn it off. You're done, and they're ready to eat.
Now,
Oh, the
what do
flavor
you
of the
think?
beer is amazing.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You do amazing things with
Thanks.
the Pabst. No, that's why you're the chef. So this is your signature, the bitter balls.
Yeah, these are bitterballen. They're traditional Dutch meatballs. It's braised pork. It's a couple-day process. We braise the pork, we chill it, roll it into balls, roll it with. It's cooked with nutmeg and white pepper. And that's really what gives it its distinctive flavor. Very traditional in bars in the Netherlands and Amsterdam. Good snack.
And bitter balls, the name
Bitter
comes
ball,
from.
ball means ball,
Okay.
and bitter is like it's a small drink in the Netherlands. It's
Okay.
traditionally eaten with eaten with a little small drink in a bar.
But I'm sure you get all the
Yes.
comments. Do you have sweet balls too, right?
And those are called oliebollen, and we have those in the wintertime.
Oh, you really do have the sweet balls.
Yeah, they
Okay.
are sweet balls. Here, try one.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
So this
These
is-
are my favorite.
This
These
is
are your
really a
favorite?
different thing. We call them Dutch meatballs. I like making Dutch meatballs in South
no,
Philadelphia.
and what is this? Mustard?
It's mustard.
It's a nice mustard.
Yeah.
That is delicious. Oh, sorry. I got the lipstick. It's sticking to the lipstick. What can I say? This is delicious.
No, I love those. Yeah. It's different, right? It's not what you expect it's going to be when you bite it.
You
so-
don't, but it's
Yeah.
delicious. And
Thanks.
it's not, they're not bitter. But this is your signature?
It is, yeah. It's
And
kind of our
people
signature
can-
appetizer. We always have them on the menu, and we'll be doing those in flavors.
Okay. So
Have a
people
little
can
fryer.
expect those this weekend.
We'll be frying them fresh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you make them up fresh right there in front of everybody. So it's that you can get all the comments about bitter balls and
Yes.
all that good
In
stuff.
South Philadelphia.
So tell me about some of the other restaurants, and I know it is a community. You live right above Nord, and you have a real sense of community with all the chefs.
We do. You know, we're right across the street from a wonderful restaurant called Fond, Lee Steyer's restaurant there. The first 2 weeks we were open, we ran across the street to borrow something almost every day. We didn't have enough chairs, we didn't have enough plates. They've been great friends, so they'll be there. Le Vertu, Joe Cicala, he'll be there. Lynn Rinaldi from Paradiso, I don't want to miss anybody. Stateside's there. Nick Gelmy's there. Chris Curse. It's a great community of people. We're all good friends. Chris Curse let me live above his restaurant while we were waiting for our apartment.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's a real good community.
And let me tell you about one of my favorite things is John Carl's on the Singing Fountain, which is a great view. While you're eating, you get to look out at the fountain. But if you hit it just right, 3, 4 in the afternoon, you can see John Carl wave over to the wonderful folks at Fond, wave to the other chefs, and it's such a tight-knit community. And what a great community to center around the Singing Fountain where you could sit and eat with that beautiful view. So
Yeah, because all the cooking shows make it look like chefs hate each other and it's competitive, but it seems like you have an empowering community that everybody really joins together.
Yeah, I haven't experienced it before. It's something nice to really have down there. It's like a little village in a good way.
It takes a village.
It does.
Thank you so much, Chef.
pleasure.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank
It's
you.
this weekend, so we're going to have great weather. We'll see you tomorrow here on Dawn. Have an amazing day.